The Minoans were a fascinating civilization. They flourished on the island of Crete thousands of years ago. We call them the Minoans after their legendary king Minos. The Minoan civilization existed from roughly 3000 BC to 1100 BC. This period is known as the Bronze Age. The Minoans were known for their advanced culture. They were skilled artists, architects, and sailors. They built magnificent palaces and traded with other civilizations across the Mediterranean Sea. The Minoans left behind beautiful frescoes, pottery, and jewelry. These artifacts give us glimpses into their lives and beliefs. The Minoans were a peaceful people. They did not build large fortifications to protect their cities. This suggests that they lived in relative peace and prosperity. However, the Minoan civilization eventually declined and disappeared. The exact reasons for their disappearance remain a mystery. The Minoans were incredible builders. They constructed impressive palaces. These palaces were the centers of Minoan life. The palaces were not just homes for the rulers. They were also used for religious ceremonies, administration, and storage. The most famous Minoan palace is Knossos. It was a vast complex of rooms, courtyards, and passageways. Knossos was a marvel of engineering. It had advanced plumbing and drainage systems. The Minoans decorated their palaces with beautiful frescoes. These paintings depict scenes from everyday life. We see images of people, animals, and plants. The frescoes give us valuable insights into Minoan culture and beliefs. The Minoan palaces were more than just buildings. They were symbols of the civilization's wealth and sophistication. The palaces continue to fascinate us today. They remind us of the ingenuity and artistry of the Minoan people. The Minoans are linked to many myths and legends. Their civilization, which flourished on the island of Crete, has left behind a rich tapestry of stories that continue to captivate us today. One of the most famous and enduring of these tales is the story of the Minotaur, a creature that has fascinated people for centuries. The Minotaur was a fearsome beast with the body of a man and the head of a bull. This unique combination of human and animal features made it a symbol of both strength and savagery. According to legend, the Minotaur resided in a labyrinth beneath the grand palace of Knossos. This labyrinth was an intricate maze designed to be so complex that no one who entered could ever find their way out. The myth begins with King Minos of Crete, who incurred the wrath of the god Poseidon. Minos had promised to sacrifice a magnificent bull to Poseidon, but he reneged on his vow, keeping the bull for himself. In retaliation, Poseidon cast a spell on Minos' wife, Queen Pasiphae, causing her to fall madly in love with the bull. This unnatural union led to the birth of the Minotaur, a creature that was both a curse and a symbol of divine retribution. The birth of the Minotaur was a moment of horror and awe. The creature's monstrous form was a constant reminder of the gods' power and the consequences of defying them. To contain this abomination, King Minos commissioned the construction of a labyrinth. This maze was designed by the master craftsman Daedalus, who ensured that it was so intricate that escape was impossible. The labyrinth was a marvel of engineering, with countless twists and turns that confounded even the most skilled navigators. It was a prison from which there was no escape. As part of a humiliating tribute, the city of Athens was forced to send 7 young men and 7 young women to Crete each year. These youths were offered as a sacrifice to the Minotaur, a grim reminder of Athens' subjugation. These unfortunate souls were led into the labyrinth where they faced almost certain death. The Minotaur, lurking in the shadows, would hunt them down and devour them, adding to the legend's terror. The hero Theseus, Prince of Athens, volunteered to end this cycle of horror. With courage and determination, he entered the labyrinth, armed with only his wits and a sword. Theseus was not alone in his quest. He received help from Ariadne, the daughter of King Minos, who had fallen in love with him. She gave him a ball of thread, which he used to mark his path through the labyrinth. The story of the Minotaur is more than just a myth. It offers a glimpse into the values and beliefs of the Minoan civilization. The reverence for the bull, the themes of divine punishment, and the hero's journey all reflect the cultural and religious practices of the time. The bull was a sacred animal to the Minoans, symbolizing power and fertility. This reverence is evident in their art and religious practices, where the bull often played a central role. Theseus's victory over the Minotaur was celebrated as a triumph of human ingenuity and bravery over monstrous evil. It marked the end of Athens' tribute to Crete and the beginning of Theseus's legendary status as a hero. The legend of the Minotaur has endured through the ages, inspiring countless retellings in literature, art, and popular culture. It remains a powerful symbol of the struggle between man and beast, order and chaos. Today, archaeologists and historians continue to study the ruins of Knossos and other Minoan sites, seeking to uncover the truths behind the myths. The story of the Minotaur, while rooted in legend, offers valuable insights into the ancient world. The Minotaur's tale is a testament to the enduring power of myth and its ability to convey the complexities of human experience. It reminds us of the rich cultural heritage of the Minoans and the timeless nature of their stories. Section 4. Platos Atlantis, a lost civilization. The legend of Atlantis has captivated people for centuries. This mythical island has been the subject of countless books, movies, and debates, sparking the imagination of many who dream of discovering its secrets. It is a story of a powerful and advanced civilization that vanished beneath the waves. The mystery of how such a grand society could disappear so suddenly continues to intrigue scholars and adventurers alike. The Greek philosopher Plato first described Atlantis in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. These works, written around 360 BCE, are the primary sources of information about this enigmatic land. According to Plato, Atlantis was a large island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules. This location, often associated with the modern-day Strait of Gibraltar, has led many to speculate about the true whereabouts of Atlantis. This is thought to refer to the Strait of Gibraltar, a narrow passage that connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea. The strategic importance of this location adds another layer of intrigue to the story. The Atlanteans were a technologically advanced people. They were said to have remarkable engineering skills, creating impressive structures and machinery that were far ahead of their time. They possessed great wealth and power. The abundance of natural resources on the island allowed them to amass vast riches, which they used to build magnificent temples, palaces, and other grand edifices. Plato describes Atlantis as a utopia. The city was designed with concentric rings of land and water, creating a harmonious and aesthetically pleasing environment. It was a society with a strong moral code and a deep respect for nature. The Atlanteans lived in harmony with their surroundings, cultivating lush gardens and maintaining a balance between their needs and the natural world. However, the Atlanteans became greedy and power-hungry. They angered the gods. Their insatiable desire for more led to internal strife and conflict, ultimately causing their downfall. As punishment for their hubris, the gods sent a series of earthquakes and floods. These natural disasters were relentless, shaking the very foundations of the island and causing widespread devastation. These disasters sank Atlantis beneath the ocean in a single day and night. The once great civilization was swallowed by the sea, leaving behind only ruins and legends. Plato's story of Atlantis has been interpreted in many ways. Some view it as a historical account, while others see it as a philosophical allegory or a moral lesson. Some believe it to be a true historical account. They argue that there may be a real basis for the story, hidden beneath layers of myth and exaggeration. Others see it as a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris. The story of Atlantis serves as a reminder of the consequences of overreaching ambition and the importance of maintaining balance and humility. Today, the search for Atlantis continues. Modern technology and underwater exploration have opened new possibilities for discovering the truth behind the legend. Theories about the location of Atlantis range from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean, each with its own set of evidence and supporters. As researchers delve deeper into ancient texts and use advanced technology to recreate possible scenarios, the mystery of Atlantis remains as compelling as ever. Whether Atlantis was a real place or a figment of Plato's imagination, its story continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us of the enduring power of myth and the human quest for knowledge. Section 5. The Thea eruption, a cataclysmic event. Around 1600 BC, a catastrophic volcanic eruption occurred on the island of Thea. This eruption was so powerful that it reshaped the island itself, creating the caldera we see today. The force of the explosion was equivalent to several hundred atomic bombs detonating simultaneously. This island is now known as Santorini. Today, Santorini is a popular tourist destination known for its stunning sunsets and whitewashed buildings, but its serene beauty belies a violent past. The Thea eruption was one of the most powerful volcanic events in recorded history. It is estimated to have been a VI7 event, placing it among the largest eruptions known to humanity. The explosion was heard as far away as Egypt and possibly even China. It had a devastating impact on the surrounding region. Entire communities were obliterated and the landscape was forever altered. The immediate aftermath saw the island covered in a thick layer of volcanic ash and pumice. The eruption sent massive amounts of ash and rock into the atmosphere. This ash cloud circled the globe, blocking out the sun and causing temperatures to drop. The resulting volcanic winter led to crop failures and famine in many parts of the world. This caused widespread climate change. The cooling effect of the ash cloud lasted for several years, leading to significant disruptions in weather patterns. Some regions experienced unseasonably cold summers, while others saw increased rainfall and flooding. The eruption also triggered tsunamis that devastated coastal settlements throughout the Mediterranean. These massive waves, some reaching heights of over 100 feet, swept away entire towns and villages, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The Thea eruption had a profound impact on the Minoan civilization. The Minoans, who were a dominant maritime power in the region, saw their cities and ports destroyed by the tsunamis and ash fallout. Crete, the center of Minoan culture, was located just 70 miles south of Thea. The proximity meant that the island was directly in the path of the eruption's most destructive forces. The eruption buried Minoan settlements in ash. Archaeological excavations have uncovered entire towns preserved under layers of volcanic material, providing a snapshot of life in the Bronze Age. It also generated tsunamis that smashed into Minoan ports. These waves destroyed ships, harbors, and coastal infrastructure, crippling the Minoan economy and their ability to trade with other cultures. The Thea eruption is considered to be one of the most significant events in the history of the Aegean world. Its effects were felt far and wide, influencing the course of history in the region for centuries to come. It had a profound impact on the course of Minoan civilization. The loss of their cities and ports, combined with the environmental changes brought about by the eruption, led to a period of decline for the Minoans. Some scholars believe that the eruption may have contributed to the Minoans' decline. The combination of natural disasters and subsequent economic and social upheaval may have weakened the civilization, making it vulnerable to external threats and internal strife. Today, the legacy of the Thea eruption can still be seen in the ruins of ancient settlements and the stories passed down through generations. Santorini stands as a testament to the power of nature and the resilience of human societies in the face of cataclysmic events.